Hey, what's up, Raider Nation? What's good? What's good? My voice is still here a little bit, but we are celebrating this win. We are smoking that Giants pack. We're smoking that McDaniels pack. Light it up. Let's go. First and foremost, let's get to the comments. Let's shout everybody out. Let's say what's good. What up to One Nation Fanwear. If you guys aren't following One Nation Fanwear, make sure you give them a follow because I'm going to tell you right now, they got some dope stuff. I'm not wearing anything of theirs today because they haven't sent me anything new lately. So Johnny, you need to get on that. I know you sent me some stuff the other day, but I'm just trying to get more free shit. Let's give a shout out to our sponsors. We got Woods and Whiskey. We have Homage. We have who else we got? We got One Nation Fanwear. We have Dark Side, Fanatics. You know, shout out to everybody, all y'all motherfuckers. Love you guys. Yeah, so we'll start off with talking about how the game started and how the day started. Pops got to light the torch. Unfortunately, the kid was not there. I was supposed to be there. I was gonna go, and then I decided not to go. And then by the time I decided that, maybe I should go because I find out Pops was lighting the torch. It was already too late, and I was like, man, you know what? I can't make it. Told Pops, I was like, hey, sorry, I can't make it. But yeah. Pops was out there, lit the torch. They said some nice things on TV, so that was really cool. This game, God dang, this game. The Raiders, look, it was a completely different squad out there. And I want to get your guys' thoughts in the comments, but it was a completely different squad out there. Josh Jacobs running the ball like with authority. Hunter Renfrow getting targets and getting first downs on thirds. Jacoby doing pretty much what he's been doing all season. Tay getting the ball a couple times. They were on him. They were on him tough, but they were able to get the ball to Tay. And even in times where Tay was not getting the ball, you could see that he was excited. You could see that he was happy. He was fired up. And that's what we want to see. We want to see these guys out there happy and having a good time. Max Crosby with 3 sacks on his brother Miles' birthday. Happy birthday, Miles Crosby. Your brother is a beast. He currently has, I believe it's 9.5 sacks. The only person he's behind right now is Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter has 10. Max is probably going to get that next Sunday against the Jets. Let's be honest. Okay. There's a lot to be excited about. Antonio Pierce took over this team after Josh McDaniels was let go. You have Josh McDaniels, you have Dave Ziegler, Mick Lombardi, all let go, gone, finito, done. The Patriot way is gone. The Patriots East is gone. We're not talking about that anymore. It is back to the Raider way. It is back to business. It's back to the silver and black like it should be, ran by a true Raider, a true LA Raider, a Compton Raider. Antonio Pierce coming in, stepping in the interim job. Bo Hardegree getting the promotion from quarterback coach to offensive coordinator, calling the plays. And you know what? I think he did a pretty damn good job calling some plays. He was able to spread the ball around. I think at one point there was passes to I want to say it was 9 different receivers. So the ball was getting spread around. The running was great. He was able to set up the pass. Oh, and speaking of the pass, they benched bitch ass Garoppolo. Thank God. Thank God. Jimmy got benched. AOC stepped in. Aiden O'Connell played a good game. There was some there were some throws that weren't there that he'll get. He's got some time to get into it. But I thought he played great. I thought he played a lot better than he did against the Chargers. And I think that this was a well-called game. And this was a great opportunity for him to showcase what he had. And the Raiders had the longest play of the season, longest pass play of the season of 50 yards to Trey Tucker. Yes, we have a quarterback that can throw the ball downfield. How does that feel, guys? How does that feel? Come on. We got people up in here. We got only person in the chat right now that's active. Only person that's active in the chat right now is Johnny. I know Johnny's been texting me the whole game. And I'm gonna tell you guys something about Just Win Johnny. Just Win Johnny will send me like novels, like full-on novels and paragraphs and sentence, and I'm like, dog. And I'm a man. It's funny because I talk a lot, but I'm a man of few words. And so I'm like, dope, yeah, cool. And Johnny probably thinks I'm just some asshole, but I'm not. I'm not a big texter. I don't know. Sorry, my phone is blowing up. I got everybody on here talking about everything that's going on. Yeah, so the Raiders win 30-6 against the Giants. Look, I know everybody's saying it's just the Giants. Yeah, it is just the Giants, and we got beat by just the Bears. And so any given Sunday, any team can show up, anybody can do anything. And I'm excited about this because this is a get right game for the Raiders. The Raiders now go in, they have another home game, Sunday Night Football. They're going to be facing the New York Jets. And this is an opportunity. Johnny says he's a if you're not a big texter, then your venting is wow. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, man, we look new, and I am excited. I was excited going into the season. I was looking at the pieces that the Raiders had, and I was like, man, this is a team that could be good. And then we, that first game, you get the hype of beating the Broncos, but it was a one-score game. Was it 16-15? So you can only get so excited about it. And then you go down. I got it right here. You got the L. You beat Green Bay. That was fun. That was great because not only was it a fun game, but it was Charles Woodson's birthday. We were out there celebrating at the Wynn Field Club, having a good time. Always a good time at a game. And when you get the win. But this is the first time this season that the Raiders offense has scored more than 19 points. This is the first time this season that this is the first time since the Raiders played the Niners last year that the Raiders have scored 30 points. And so this is a big deal. This is a big deal for the Raiders. It's a big deal for the team. And what it really comes down to is these guys have bought into the philosophy that Antonio Pierce is bringing. He's bringing fire. He's bringing passion. He's bringing the knowledge from being a former player, from being a guy who's won a Super Bowl, from not only being a guy who's won a Super Bowl, but being a guy who won a Super Bowl against an undefeated team. They went in there and they beat that 16-0 Patriots team, and they beat them. I mean, quite frankly, they beat them. I know that there was some luck, all that, but they beat that team, and they have that mindset that they're going to go in there and they're going to beat anybody, and you can play with anybody. And look, we got players out there that can make some plays. Josh Jacobs is no slouch. Josh Jacobs is no slouch. Devontae Adams is no slouch. Max Crosby is. I'm saying it, and I'm still going to continue to say it. Max Crosby should be Defensive Player of the Year this year. Max Crosby is the best defensive player in the league. Or if they're going to give a triple-headed monster, give it because TJ's out there balling too. So it's very hard to put it, but I'm going to say the Raider in me says give it to Max. AOC and JJ killed it. Yeah, the D showed up big. 8 sacks, man. 8 sacks. And not just sacks from the D-line, but Trayvon Merrick was getting in there. Freight Train Blaine was getting in there. You had what's his name? Tyree Wilson got a sack, so he's got 2 sacks on the season. He's almost at Khalil Mack's rookie sack total. So he's coming around. I think that he played with a lot more intensity. These guys they stepped up and they came to play. They were balling out there. The defense just had a fire and a passion under him. Max had a big smile on his face the whole day. Prayers go out to Daniel Jones, man. From what I'm seeing, his knee is not good. He's had a rough go around this year. He got the big contract extension. You get excited about that. You get Darren Waller. Darren Waller took one look at Antonio Pierce and he said, "You know what? I think my hammy's hurting. I'm gonna just put me on IR, stash me on ice for a little bit." But Daniel Jones comes out and he's doing the best that he can. He's coming off an injury. Tyrod Taylor is injured. He's on the IR. And Daniel Jones goes down. Tommy DeVito comes in. His name is DeVito, but he looks like De Niro. Tommy DeVito comes in and he's like, "Hey, I'm about to do this. I'm about to throw some balls over here. What do we got? What's that for you?" And unfortunately, it didn't work out well for Tommy. He did get a touchdown. The Raiders had a lapse in protection for a second, allowed them to get a touchdown. I was hoping for a shutout, but you know what? We won. We won by a very large margin, a 24-point margin. So I'm not going to complain about that. I could, but I don't want to complain about that. Yeah, the score says a lot about Josh McDaniels. I think that, the biggest thing is how conservative Josh McDaniels was. You know, it was very conservative. And the play calling was kind of, I'm trying to think of a very diplomatic way to say this because I'm not trying to be a dick. It was conservative. It was antiquated. There wasn't a lot of variety to it. It was predictable. And that was one of the reasons why the offense struggled. The other reason why the offense struggled is because, let's face it, Jimmy G is not a good quarterback. I mean, I think in the right system where he can, you know, throw short to intermediate passes, and he has a number one defense backing him up. You know, he has some ability there, but he looked stoic. I mean, literally any little hit, he's getting blown up, and you know, he's hurt. And I mean, we had to delay the man's press conference because he came in injured. So, you know, that's what that is. You know, Johnny says he works in the New York market for the NFL. If we lose to the Jets, I know you'll be pissed, Johnny, because you got to listen to it. I was talking to Brad Weiss earlier. Brad Weiss, the editor over at Just Blog Baby, my former employer, and you know, we were talking, and I was like, "Hey, man, you get to go into work happy because he's out there. You know, he's out there in the East Coast, and I believe he's in New York, and everybody who works with is Giants and Jets fans. So he gets to go in there, you know, have his head held high, and you know, rock that Raider Nation swagger." Lupe, my pops lit the torch. I know, man. And it's dope, huh? I mean, like I said, I wish I was there. If you guys are just tuning in to the live, we went over there. I don't know if you guys know, but Josh McDaniels got fired, and Dave Ziegler got fired. Mick Lombardi got fired, and Jimmy got fired. Well, Jimmy didn't get fired. He just got relegated to the bench. We got an expensive bench right now, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's go. Great D offense. The first half, second half, only field goals. That's okay. You know, it's okay. Baby steps. Baby steps. As long as we're winning, baby steps are good. And it's funny because I tweeted out, maybe I jinxed us. Okay. I tweeted out that Daniel Carlson was getting an easy paycheck today because we were throwing touchdowns in the red zone. Touchdowns in the red zone. And after that, we started kicking field goals. So I apologize. It's my fault. Put the blame on me. Put it all on me. AO4. That's right, Jason. Look, Aiden O'Connell, he may not be the quarterback of the future. He may not be, you know, the Raiders starter next year, depending on what the Raiders do in the draft. But he is a guy right now that Raider Nation can get behind. He's shown some promise. He looked poised in the pocket. He was completing passes at a very high level. He made great decisions. I think the best decision that he made was when he called an audible, and he audibled out of the run and saw that Tay was one-on-one, and he got the ball to Tay for the first down. It's little things like that, little nuances of the game that are going to continue to change that, and they're going to continue to elevate him. And those are what I want to continue to see is just him getting better. Now, next week, you have the Raiders that are facing a very good defense in the New York Jets. And sorry, this one got me. I heard McDaniels is at home cooking us with his Patriots on Madden. He probably brought Tom Brady back and put Tom Brady on rookie mode so he could cook us because, you know, look, thank you, Josh, and what's it called? Thank you, Josh and Dave Ziegler, for bringing in Devontae, for extending Hunter Renfrow, for not trading him, for not trading Devontae, for extending Max, giving Max generational wealth and keeping him in the silver and black, for giving Josh Jacobs more money, getting Josh Jacobs back on the field. So there are things that I'm going to be, I'm thankful for because they wouldn't have happened if they weren't here. We don't know. But it was time to move on. It was time to move forward. It was time to go on. It was time to get out of that toxic relationship. And it was more of a toxic relationship with the fan base and him than it was in the locker room. I know that there were a lot of reports. And let me just say this. It's easy to say things about people when they're not in the building to defend themselves. Okay, when somebody's not there, it's very easy to say whatever you want about them when they are not there to defend themselves. When, you know, that's all I'm going to say with that. You know, a lot of reports can get bumped up, can get, you know, elevated. Some things can get changed, but not everything is always what it seems, and not everything is always exactly what it is. Yeah, Quentin, that's what I'm talking about. I'm thankful for Josh hiring AP. There's a lot to be thankful for, right? You know, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. There's obviously things that we're going to get upset about. There's obviously things that we look back and say, damn. But what we're not going to do right now is we're not going to be like, oh man, what if this happens? Or what if no, we're going to talk about right now, living in the present. Raiders are 30-6 win over the New York Giants. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm fired up. I'm juiced. As of right now, I want to give AP the job. I want to give Champ Kelly the job because I'm happy right now. Don't steal my sunshine, okay? Don't steal my sunshine. Nobody come in here and steal my sunshine. So I'll tell you that you're a lot of fun at parties, and I don't mean it. And you're gonna be really sad, and then we're gonna go back and forth and talk about that, and it's not gonna be fun, you know. Sorry, I keep looking over. I'm glancing over because the Warriors are playing right now. Draymond just got a turnover. Bing! Oh, damn it! Come on. Yeah, so they're down 6 points against the Cavs. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. What's up, Bob? Let's fucking go. You can put it in the chat. Just say, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. But Raider Nation, man, you know, I like doing podcasts like this when we got wins. When we rocking dubs, it's nice. It's good to talk about wins. It was so frustrating talking about losses every single week, getting on and, you know, everybody's just angry and bitter and yelling at Mark Davis at games and going up to him with signs at the Aces parade. I mean, man, look, the man just won his second world championship for the WNBA. Shout out to the Aces too. Shout out to the Aces. Asia is the GOAT. Okay. If Nike doesn't give her a shoe deal by tomorrow, I riot. Because Asia Wilson is the fucking GOAT. But yeah, man, Mark, you know, he just wanted to go out there and celebrate his win. He just wanted to be like, look, man, we just beat the Slack Mamba and the false MVP. And, you know, we're trying to go out there and just have fun. And, you know, Vegas Ralph is out there like, hey, yo, I got this sign. And man, it's crazy. Raider Nation is wild. Yeah, we all know that. Raider Nation is one of the greatest fan bases in all of sports. It's one of the greatest organizations in all of sports. What the? You trying to kill my dad? This man said, I thought your pops was resting on us. Man, no, sir. No. Man is alive and kicking. Don't wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. What's up, Gerardo? How you doing, man? Everybody, make sure, if you guys aren't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching the video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit notifications. Make sure you know when things are coming up, because I do pop on here from time to time. I don't always like schedule something because I don't like to schedule. I got ADHD, so I'm like I like to be all over the place. You know, we got some stuff coming up. We're gonna be dropping some more spaces. We're gonna be, you know, looking at some stuff on playback. As you can see, we're up on here. We're on Twitch, posting this on Facebook Live, Twitter Live. I'm going live on Twitter right now because obviously there's a lot of people on right now, and you know we want to get that engagement. But also, if you are listening to this on the podcast, whether it be Apple Pods, whether it be Spotify, whether it be Tidal, whether it be, you know, Google, whatever you use, SoundCloud, I don't know. Make sure you follow, you subscribe to the podcast, you set notifications for that. If it's on Apple Pods, if you're listening on Apple Pods, I cannot stress this enough. This is how I get my feedback. This is how I know that you guys like what I'm doing, is when you leave a 5-star review. When you leave a 5-star review and actually write something. Write something. Be like, it could be, Kenny, you got a big ass head. I know I got a big ass head. Or, Kenny, you're bald. Like, I don't care. Just give me a 5-star review. I mean, come on. And share it with a friend. Share this damn podcast with a friend because it's funny. I have a good time. I make you laugh. I'm amusing. That PF Chang's bulk. I had thought that Mark Davis had gotten a new haircut today, and I was wrong. Mark Davis walked out before the game. Johnny says, can we protest Mark Davis to cut his hair? He walked out before the game to chance a thank you for firing Josh McDaniels. That's how happy Raider Nation is. Walks out to chance a thank you. And I swear to God, it looked like Mark had a new haircut. And I was like, oh, shit. Mark's going into his villain arc. Fired the GM and head coach midseason. We'll get into that one in a second. We got, he fired the GM and head coach midseason. He comes out, brings Antonio Pierce and promotes Champ Kelly. We got Black excellence in the building with Sandra Douglas Morgan, Antonio Pierce, and Champ Kelly. I love it. And then I'm like, Mark got a new haircut. Oh shit. He's going from Anakin to Darth Vader right now in the Death Star. But I love that he made the move. I love what he did. I think that it was the right time. It was needed. I know that he hadn't planned on firing him. All the reports in the media were that he had not, he was not planning on firing him, that he was going to continue and go down the path. But there was a change that needed to happen. And, it needed to happen, and it happened, and we won because of it. We'll see how far this goes. We'll see how exciting the rest of the season is, but I'm juiced. Yeah, Johnny's talking about my head, man. All right, he made these neck gaiters. Remember when the world shut down for like 2 years because some dude decided to eat a bat? Y'all remember that, right? Well, Johnny made these dope ass neck gaiters so you didn't have to wear a mask, right? But it was the Raiders. It was the Raiders logo, like the bottom of the face. And now, granted, I was 100 pounds heavier then, so it might fit me now. But Johnny sent it over to me, my face out like that, and then I put it on. It was so stretched out that it went from being silver and black to look like white. You couldn't. I was like, so. Johnny, you can send me another one. It might fit now. Who knows? I did lose a little bit of weight here. But yeah, we'll see. We're only going to stay on for a couple more minutes. I want to get back to this game. Get to a couple of things we got Coyote Yard, Coyote Grad Collectible. Oh man, say that 3 times fast. Raiders. Yeah, we get a loud chant up in here for everybody. New energy. Let's go. I love it. Raider by nature. Great win. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And guess what? We get to walk in tomorrow. We got victory Monday. We got victory Tuesday. We got victory Wednesday. And then we're going to start talking about the Jets. Now, Zach Wilson's going to come in here. Hide your moms. Hide your moms. Hide your aunties. Hide your big sisters. Zach like them Cougars. So Zach's going to come out there. And let's see if we can keep this train rolling. Looking down the schedule, look what we got here. This is a schedule that was provided by The Nation, by the way. They've got great edits. They got great clothing. I think they got another drop coming out right now. They have a Charles Woodson tee that they did pre-orders on, and they have a hoodie. The hoodie is fire. It's a heavyweight cotton, slightly oversized. So whatever you wear normally, make sure you go a size lower. But they've got some dope stuff. I don't have it right now. If I had it, I would show you. But their Halloween stuff that they sent me was lights out, fire. But look, we got the Jets, we got the Finns, we got KC. We got 3 big games coming up. I want to see what this team can do. I really want to see what this team can do. Now, looking at the Jets, they have a good defense. Offensively, they've got some playmakers out there. They can do some things. I want to see the defense continue to get after it. I want to see the offense have a big game. This is an opportunity for Devontae to have a big game. You know, the Jets tried to trade for him. Let's show them what they missed out on. Not that we're going to let them have him ever. You know, and then you have the Dolphins. The Dolphins are a good team. They're the fastest team in the NFL. They have a 6-0 record against teams with a losing record. They are 0-3 against teams with a winning record. And so that's something to look at. Are they contender or are they pretender? Remember, they put up 70 points on the Broncos, but this is also the Broncos. But this is also the Broncos that we only put 16 points up on. So that's something you want to look at. And then you have the Chiefs, who are who we thought they were. You know, as long as Pat Mahomes and Kelsey are in there, they're going to do what they do. But those are 3 games that I'm looking at. These are the 3 games that we're leaning towards now. We have 3 games before the bye. After the bye week, you come back, and it's a straight out. You got the Vikings, you got the Chargers, you got the Chiefs, you got the Colts, and then you got the Broncos. These guys can do some things. The season is still young. The season is still, and I'm getting hyped. I'm back into the Kool-Aid. A Kool-Aid man just burst through my wall and said, "Oh yeah!" And I am fired up. I want to see this team turn it around. I want to see, and it started today. It started today with a 30-6 victory over the Giants. KC is beatable. That's right. Hey, bracket Kelsey. That's all you got to do. All you got to do. But one game at a time, 1 week at a time. Go out there and beat the Jets this week. Beat New York. Let's sweep New York. Well, we can't sweep New York because we lost to Buffalo. Sorry. What you want me to do? I'm sorry. I forgot about it. So yeah, Raider Nation, until next time, set your reminders, set your notifications, subscribe, like, share, comment, star, buy. Oh, also, by the way, if you guys ever want anything, any tees, jerseys, hoodies, anything like that, the links are all in my bio. You get a little discount when you fuck with the king, okay? And if you guys are going to any games in Las Vegas, just remember, Saturday nights, we party at the Tropicana, blackout party. It's free to all Raider fans. If you are not a Raider fan, you have to pay $30,000. Small chunk change. Sundays, game day, for $60. You can meet us at Barcode Burgers. Get yourself some food. Get on our party bus. We have Woods and Whiskey. We have Happy Dad. We have Pacifico Beer sponsoring. All drinks are provided in the bus to everybody that's 21 and up, or that has a really good fake ID. I'm lying. Don't believe that. I don't want anybody to sue me or nothing. But yeah, drinks are free. We take you to the game. You come to our tailgate at J-Lot. We party at J-Lot. Once again, we have Woods and Whiskey. We have Happy Dads. We have Pacificos at the tailgate. We go inside. We go to the game. We have a good time at the game. After the game, we go down to the Win Club. We have an after party in the Win Club. That's included in that $60. After the after party, we go get back in the bus, go back to Barcode. Go get yourself some food. Some of the best burgers in Las Vegas. And I tell you that from somebody who knows his way around a cheeseburger. So Raider Nation, have a good night. Let's celebrate this win for the next couple of days. Like, comment, subscribe, and go Raiders.